Fry sauce. Not an old dish at all. Younger than the grandparents who first dipped a fry into it. From Utah. From the drive-ins of Salt Lake City, where someone stirred ketchup into mayonnaise and a whole state fell in love. Tonight we make it by hand. The fries and the pink sauce that made them famous. Why fry sauce? Because it asks so little and gives back so much. Two things from any kitchen, ketchup and mayonnaise, folded together into something better than either. In Utah, they will tell you a burger is not finished without it, that a basket of fries is only half a meal until the little cup of pink arrives beside it. This is not fussy food. It is the taste of home. Servings 6. 45 minutes to prepare. 10 minutes to fry. And a little time to rest between. Now the gathering. 3 pounds of russet potatoes, 6 cups of vegetable oil for frying, half a cup of mayonnaise, a quarter cup of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of dill pickle juice, a quarter teaspoon of onion powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Begin with the potatoes. 3 pounds of russets, scrubbed and cut by hand into sticks, each one about a 1/4 inch thick. Slip them into a bowl of cold water and let them soak for 45 minutes. The water draws the loose starch away. This is the quiet secret of a crisp fry. Let them rest and cool in the cold. When the soaking is done, lift the potatoes from the water. Drain them well. Then spread them on a clean towel and pat every stick dry. Take your time here. A dry potato meets the oil and crisps. A wet one only spatters and steams. So dry them patiently until not a drop remains. Now the first fry. Pour 6 cups of vegetable oil into a heavy pot and warm it slowly to 325 degrees. Not hot enough to brown, only to cook. Lower the potatoes in, a small handful at a time, and let them bubble gently for 5 minutes. Listen to the soft, steady sound of it. They will turn pale and tender, but not yet golden. Lift them out and set them on a rack to rest. This first patient fry is what makes the inside soft. While the potatoes rest, make the sauce. Into a small bowl, spoon half a cup of mayonnaise. Add a 1/4 cup of ketchup and watch the red bleed into the white. 1 tablespoon of dill pickle juice for a whisper of tang. A 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Now whisk, slowly. The 2 colors turn and become a single soft pink. This is fry sauce, the whole reason we are here. Now the second fry. Raise the oil, hotter this time, to to 375 degrees. Lower the rested potatoes back in. This is where they change. Listen. The bubbling quickens. The edges catch. And the pale sticks turn deep and golden. Only 3 minutes now. Watch them closely. This is the fry that makes them crisp. Lift the fries out, golden and crackling, and let them drain on paper for a moment. While they are still hot, scatter 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt over the top and toss so every stick is seasoned. Then, set the little cup of pink sauce beside them. Take one fry, dip it deep, and taste why Utah never lets it go. So where does the pink sauce begin? Not far from here, and not long ago. In Utah, in the years after the Second World War, a man named Don Carlos Edwards, who fed crowds from a little stand and built it into a chain of drive-ins called Arctic Circle. It was in his kitchens, they say, that ketchup and mayonnaise were first stirred together and offered beside a basket of fries. He called it simply pink sauce. The story told in Utah is a small and happy accident. One day, a single French fry found its way into the sauce meant for burgers. He tasted it and paused and passed it around the customers beside him. They wanted more. And so a sauce for hamburgers quietly became the sauce for fries. Sometimes the best traditions begin by mistake. From those first drive-ins, the little cup of pink spread across the whole state. Other cooks at other counters made their own and told the story their own way. No one can say now for certain who was truly first, but every version agreed on one thing: ketchup, mayonnaise, and the good sense to serve it beside the fries. Soon no Utah burger stand was without it. And what does fry sauce mean today? It means Utah. Ask anyone raised there. It waits on the table at every drive-in, poured over fries and burgers alike, folded into the memory of a first summer job, a late drive home, a paper cup shared in a parked car, a humble thing, 2 ingredients, but it belongs to a place and to the people who grew up dipping into it. One last fry. Lift it, golden and warm, and draw it slowly through the pink sauce. Set it down and let the steam rise. Fry sauce is the rarest kind of recipe, one that survived not because it was ancient or refined, but because it was loved. It was never trying to impress anyone. It was only trying to make an ordinary basket of fries taste like home. 2 ingredients and a little tang have carried a whole state's affection for more than 70 years. And the table, at last, is set.